Hey everybody, wanted to jump on here tonight with a little bit of practical advice about a super powerful way to grow your business using digital platforms. And if you are not doing this thing, you are making a huge mistake because you are missing out on real connection. So I want to start by just saying, who is somebody that you follow, maybe religiously on social media, or when their email comes into your inbox, you open it right away every time. You never delete their emails. So who is that person or those people that you really pay attention to, that you really admire, maybe that you even do business with? And I want you to think, what do you know about them already? So I'm going to challenge you and say that you probably know a little bit about their story, right? So somebody I follow very closely since seeing him speak live at a conference a couple of years ago is Gary Vee. So a lot of you know Gary Vee. And I know a lot about his story. I know where he was born. I know how he grew up. I know why he loves the New York Jets and why he wants to buy them. And so think about those people that you really follow. How much do you know about their story? And that's what I want to talk about today. And that is that people connect to stories. Hey, Carolyn and Paul, people connect to stories, right? They don't connect to what types of kettlebells you have or, your meal plan. People connect to stories. And think about maybe movies that you have watched. Think about, I don't know, for me it was in college, but maybe for you it was back in your English classes in high school, those epics, right? The Iliad, The Odyssey, and you can relate those same stories to movies that are popular today, maybe like Rocky or something like that. But anyway, my point is that there is always a story that we remember, that we connect to. And some of those very old stories were passed down by oral tradition, and they're still making their way onto our movie screens, into our TVs, into our homes today. It's really super powerful. So think about those stories that you've connected to. There's always, your hero of the story. There is never a start to finish where there are not challenges and obstacles and trials that they overcome. And then, there's that kind of victory on the other side. And I promise you that if you look at your own life, you're going to see that, right? So, my story obviously has a little more depth to this, but how I got into the fitness business and really owning my own business, I had everyone tell me, don't do it. Nobody's going to be interested. You don't live in the right place, and I didn't listen to those people. I had a lot of fears. I had a lot of doubts, and then I did it and everything worked out really great. And that's a very quick version of it. But think about your own story. Think about those epics. Think about those movies and those books that you really connect to. And how can you formulate your story kind of in that same fashion? The important thing is that you're authentically you, right? You can't try to fake it. Don't make anything up, but really be passionate and be honest when you are sharing your story. And if you watched my Facebook Live video the other day, you'll know that videos like this, live videos, are going to get about 6 times more viewership. So I would highly recommend maybe jumping on Facebook Live, sharing parts of your story. You don't have to do it all at once, but you can also write your story too. It can be in your new client onboarding. It could be in so many different places, but point is, get your authentically you story out there. And one thing I always like to think about is, how can you help people see themselves in your story, right? Everybody overcomes challenges and obstacles. Just be real with people and they will start to see themselves in your story. And I want to read to you just a little quote from Seth Godin, who's a writer that I admire very much. He says, "Marketing is no longer about the stuff you make, but the stories you tell." So that is the power of storytelling, and you got to do it. So share your story, share your stories of your clients and their great successes and the challenges that they've overcome. So it's not just all about you, it's about the people that you help also. Show people behind the scenes. I don't care if you're, if you own a fitness business and you're writing out programming, or if you're a realtor and I don't know what realtors do, maybe like set the house or something before people are coming to view it. So how can you show people behind the scenes into your work, into your life, into what you do? This is going to really help to build that know, like, and trust factor. And as you've heard me say before, that people buy from people they know, like, and trust. You've probably heard anyone who talks about marketing say that. So we want to really share those stories, work to build that know, like, and trust factor. And when the story is good, and when it's told well, and when it's inspiring and maybe even a little entertaining, people are going to share that. So if you want to grow socially, obviously getting comments, getting shares, and things like that are massively important. So create content, speak in a way that people are going to not only want to listen, but want to share as well. So sharing your story is so massive. And that is what I wanted to say tonight, but I want to just switch gears just for a second. One thing that I have seen from my own experience in digital marketing and from working with hundreds of fitness business owners all over the world and helping them grow their business is a lot of good, but also a lot of mistakes that people make. So I'm going to post a link below, and I've created, it's just a little infographic, and it's the 7 fatal mistakes that fitness business owners make in their marketing. This could actually apply outside of the fitness industry too. So if you're curious, it's totally free. I think it's a really cool looking infographic, and it's about those 7 fatal mistakes. So make sure that you're not making those so that you can use the internet and your social media and your email list and your blog and all of these powerful platforms that have tremendous reach so that you can use those most effectively to grow your business and to love on and nurture the people that you have. So that is what I have. I will post a link to that in the comments. Super easy. Just fill out the form. I'll send it right to your inbox, and hopefully you got a big takeaway out of this. And I would love to know if you've told your story and how that went for you, or maybe a goal for when you'd like to get that out there, because I would love to hear it. So let me know, and hope everybody has a great night.